Giant Birds, written by Victoria Ford. High in the sky, soaring at 15,000 feet, a California condor scavenges for food on the ground far below. Its sky effortlessly on its wing that span 10 feet, then spotted something. The car cast off a rapid and began to slow its descent, weighing in more than 30 pounds, making condor one of the largest flying birds in the world. It had little concern for predators that land and start feeding for animals. For many years, very few condors have been seen in sky, only California. The giant birds hover to the brink of extinction, thanks to the tireless work of the conservationists and government. These giant animals of the world are making a comeback. Searching on the wind. There are two species of condor and they both live in the Western Hemisphere and California. The California condor lives in southwest United States and the Andean condor in the South America. Some Andean and California condor live in coastal areas, while others live in only inland regions. Typical condor habitats include rocky canyons, gorges, desert, cliff, and mountain. All these landforms serve condors well since they prefer to perch in high places. Experts have recently discovered California condors setting high in the cavities of giant redwood, the world's largest tree. Whatever region condors inhabit, the location must meet their number one priority: their hunting requirement. They also require female wind currents or updraft, which allows the birds to soar. Female or column of warm air that flow upward and strong updraft can be caused when wind passes over the mountains or cliffs. This condition allows condors to fly in a tight circle as they scavenge. They may fly as far as 150 miles per day at speeds up to 50 miles an hour. Condors are capable of soaring on the wind for hours without flapping their wings. When they are not busy flying through deserts, condors usually perch on high, rocky edges. The instability of their dwellings keeps the eggs safe from flightless potential predators below. An acquired taste. Condors are vulture, a term used for birds that eat carrion, the remains of dead animals. California condor eat carrion. The remains of dead animals. California condor eat rabbits, squirrels, and gophers, but they prefer larger animals such as deer, elk, and cattle. Andean condors also feed on small and large animals, including local llamas and alpacas. Condors along the coast clean beaches of dead fish, seabirds, and even the ocean whale that washes ashore. Condors may eat 4 pounds of flesh at one time, then go 4 days without eating, so they must be expert scavengers. While condors don't have good sense of smell, their eyesight is an exceptional tool that allows them to zero on a condor will see vultures circling, a sure sign that they spotted food. The largest condor simply descend and gobble other birds' meal. Carrion can be full of bacteria, which could reach to be deadly to most living things. The condor risk from bacterial infection is low. Condors can eat other bacteria infected dead animals they want and never get sick. Recent studies show that condor stomach acid is 10 to 1 human to 100 times stronger than human stomach acid. Their clean function condors provide is important to the health of the ecosystem where they live. Board is beautiful. Up close, condors may not be considered beautiful, but they look the way they do for a reason. Condor bear heads are specifically adapted for the way they eat. A few feathers make less mess when condor sticks their heads into animal carcasses, which make washing up after a meal much easier. The ratio of condor's light body weight to their sturdy, broad wings make these birds expert gliders. Males are typically larger than females, but other differences depend on the species. California condors have predominantly black feathers, with fluffier black feathers at the collar or neck. With fluffier, Indian condors are mostly black, but with the contrasting white feathers at the neck. Indian males stand out from all other condors with soft, fleshy growth on their heads called a comb. They are born with a comb, making it easy to pinpoint male chicks from females. Scientists have even learned to identify individual male birds by observing and recognizing these wrinkles on their heads. Condors also belong to another bird category, raptors. Like other raptors such as eagles and hawks, condors have sharp hooked beaks that help them to tear off pieces of flesh. Raptors also have strong legs. Most have razor-sharp talons to catch live prey. Condors, however, have no need to grab living animals, so their talons have adapted eating habits, becoming more claw-like and shell-like. Those talons help them balance while feeding on the ground. Handle with care. On average, a female condor lays only one egg every 2 years, which is one rare and significant egg for an endangered species. Even though each egg is vitally important to the survival of the species, a condor mother doesn't build a soft nest, and she lays the eggs right on the hand surface of rocky cliff floor. Condor parents are diligent about protecting their precious eggs. After about 56 days, the chicks begin to hatch. It can take up to a week to completely emerge from the egg. Both parents have fed the chick. They store food for the chicks inside their throat, carry it back to the chick's bill, and as the chicks eat and grow, when its feathers gradually turn from gray to black. When the young bird is around 6 months old, it's ready to fly. Condors have few predators and live long lives, usually about 60 years. In the wild, the biggest threats are from falcons and eagles, which try to snatch condor eggs. Condors live longer in the captive setting, such as those, where some have lived for more than 75 years. People and condors. Both species of condors are endangered. The Andean condor was added to the endangered species list in 1973, and the California condor has been listed since 1967. There are some differences in the struggle for survival, but one fact is certain: humans have been among condors' biggest all-time enemies. The numbers of California condors plummeted when settlers reached the American West in the 19th century. At that time, this condor ranged up and the entire Pacific coast. But many people didn't like the big birds. They also wanted to assimilate collectors and wealth, so they left prison out to kill them. When the condors ate the poison animals, and the condor perished too. Leads from the bullets also killed many of the condors. Condors with the animals if that animals had shot and died from dead poisoning. In more recent times, condors died from flying into electrical power lines. These dangers have to lower the number of Andean condors, but they face the Andean peris as well. Some South American villagers shoot condors because they believe the birds kill their livestock. Astoundingly, at one time in the United States, fewer than 10 California condors were alive in the wild. The species was unbelievably close to extinction. But in 1987, a scientist humanly close to extinction, but scientists humanly rescued them. Scientists carefully brought the condors to areas where they could safely guard condors and help them raise young. After 5 years of great effort, scientists began releasing California condors back to the wild. They attached number tests on the bird wings. These tests help scientists know how many condors exist, as well as trends how they are coping. By May 2013, more than 230 California condors were flying free in South America. Organizations have rescued rivers from condors. They also have worked to inform the public about extinction to clarify that condors are not hazardous to livestock. Today, it is estimated that a few thousand Andean condors survive in the wild. A magnificent bird. If you extend your arms straight from your side, would you suppose your wingspan is, whatever the measurement is, above or the half of the expanse of an average condor's wingspan? California and Andean condors are among the most enormous flying birds in the world. They are very rare, so most of us can only imagine a giant condor literally sailing above. The population of these birds were once much larger than they are today, but they are slowly making a comeback. Threats to magnificent condors still exist, but if people understand their plight, condor may be able to soar high in the sky for years to come.
Good job! Wow! What? No way! You gotta